Good morning. Welcome to Crochet with Nonna Rosanna. I'm Rosanna. This video is coming out September 28th in the morning. It is actually the Friday in the afternoon. Don't normally film in the afternoon, but I was busy this morning, and I'll get into that in a minute. I hope you're all doing well and you had a nice week and you're ready for your weekend. And my cat, I just heard her. Hi, how are you? As soon as I start talking, she shows up. It's so funny. I'm just going to back up because she may want to get in my lap. Who knows? I had last weekend a fabulous weekend. We went up to our friend's cottage, and we go up to their cottage a few times a year. Sometimes in the summer, sometimes in the autumn, sometimes in the winter. We did go up, and it was a fabulous weekend. You wouldn't even known it was September. We actually picked my girlfriend up because her husband was there's something on my screen too every time. Sorry about that. um we go up mid morning on the Friday, and her husband was already up there, so we picked her up and we all went up together, the three of us, and had a fabulous time. It was so warm. I couldn't believe it. It was like summertime. We sat on the dock. We had a few cocktails and just enjoyed ourselves. And she made a real quick dinner for Friday night. It was awesome. It's a taco salad. It was so good. I need to get the recipe. My husband loved it. So once I get it, I'll share it with you. And Saturday, we did something we've never done before. The boys have done it before, but the women haven't. There's a small little golf course, a 9-hole golf course that we went to. And the last time I golfed was 2 years ago, but I had a fabulous time. I hit the best drive of my life, and my husband was so proud of me because I kept my head down. If you're a golfer, you know. It was a beautiful course. There were rivers all throughout the course, and it's all rocky up north, so the rocks were jutting out. There was some rapids in one spot. It was a beautiful, beautiful golf course, the most beautiful golf course I've ever seen. And we had so much fun. A lot of balls went in the water, and the only thing I can say about my golfing is I beat my husband on the last hole. I got it in 4 and he got it in 5. So it was a par 3. So it was so much fun. And then after that, went down. We went back to the cottage, back down to the dock, and enjoyed ourselves there. And then I did a chicken dinner on the barbecue with salad and potatoes. And we just ate a lot. And then we played some cards. And that was we were exhausted. I think we were in bed by 10:30, 11 o'clock. At least the women were. I'm not sure what time the guys went to bed. And then Saturday morning, she made a fantastic breakfast, and they stayed up for another couple days, and we came home because my husband had to come back to go to work on Monday. Can't wait till he retires so we can stay away longer. That'd be so much fun. And that was our weekend. Monday, I was exhausted. Had to do a little bit of grocery shopping and, started tidying up the house. And that's about it on Monday. And let's see, had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and Wednesday did nothing. Thursday, I started really cleaning my house. This weekend is the baseball banquet, and I'm having the pre-banquet party at my house, so I'll have about 20-25 people over for some appies and a drink before we head off to the banquet, so to make sure everything looks good for that. So that's what I did. I cleaned a lot yesterday, and I did some things. I don't know why I do this to myself. I did some things I don't normally do. Like, I decided to take the light apart in the kitchen, took it all down, cleaned it all. I do it every 6 months or so because it always builds up with a little bit of grease and everything. But why I decided to do it the other day, I don't know. But I'll have to get all my stuff off the dining room table so I can put some drinks and some appies out here. But we're looking forward to that. It's the final thing that we do with baseball, and September is almost over. I can't believe it. And this morning. Usually I do my videos in the morning. I relax. I have a couple coffees on Friday. I love my Fridays because I make my video and then I get to edit it, which is one of my favorite things to do. And by editing, I don't chop anything out or anything. I just add pictures and I just find it fun and entertaining to do. So it is now, let me see, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Margaret has been having a lot of pain in her shoulder, so we had to take her to a doctor. She got a cortisone shot, but the way he does it, he has an ultrasound machine there, so the assistant had to help her, but it's a huge process. Her appointment was at 11:30, so I left the house at 10. And by the time I got her into the car and everything, it was 11. And then we drove downtown Oakville, and it was so hard. Thank goodness her girlfriend was with us because we couldn't find a parking spot anywhere. So I dropped them off and literally put my four-wheel blinkers on, and I pulled up to the side of the road near where the doctor's was, and I put my four-ways on, and I hopped out of the car, and I got a few honks, but I had to get the wheelchair out of the trunk. So once they see the wheelchair, then no one has any problems because there's no parking downtown. So I got the wheelchair out. We got her into the wheelchair. Her friend took her up to her appointment, and I searched for a parking spot. And I don't know if it's like this in any other small towns, but we still have meters. And the place that I was on, you put your dollar. We have dollar coins and $2 coins. So, I read it, and it said $1.50 per hour. So I put my $2 coin in, my toonie, as we call it here in Canada, and it gave me an hour only. So I got ripped off. So I had to go back within the hour and put some more money in the parking. But she got her cortisone shot. She's exhausted. We got her back in the car and then drove her back up to the senior's home. And by then her lunch was already cold and everything. Friday's is fish and chip day. She was a little upset that she missed it, but I asked them if they could make an egg salad sandwich for her, and they made that. So I waited till she had her lunch, and then I came home, and I'm just making my video now. So I've taken up a lot of time letting you know. So I'm looking forward to my weekend, and that's it for what's been going on in my life this week. So let's start with my WIPs this week. So I've been doing paint by number, and I'm loving the paint by number. I actually finished one and started another one, and this is the one I'm working on now. It's in yellow tones, so like you can see how it does the stained glass in the black. So I'm pretty sure this will be done by the end of the weekend, if not by my next video for sure. So that's what I'm working on right now on my paint by numbers. And I'm working on my diamond paintings, and I finished one more of the mirrors that I'm working on for the girls for Christmas. So that's one more completed out of my pack of 4. And I've been working on my socks. I took my socks to do, and I didn't get much done at the doctor's because I had to go back and put another dollar in to get more time on the meter. But I have done quite a bit. I think I only had one heel flap done. And now I've done the heel flap, the heel turn on both. And I'm decreasing I think it's called the gusset now. So I did get quite a bit done of knitting. And I'm really enjoying these. So I'm at the turn now and decreasing, and then once it's decreased I can just knit the foot and do the toes and I'll be done. So hopefully I'll get these done in less than 3 months this time, but I'm really enjoying these socks. And what else am I working on? I've been working on a lot of knitting. I showed you I've been knitting a top, and I did do a little bit on the weekend when we were up at the cottage. So I believe the last time you saw this, I was here. I had just gotten almost 2 rows. So I got 4 repeats done of the knitting, and I love the little eyelets, the way it's working up. I'll move my my place holder here. if I can get it out. And we'll see how much I get done this week. I'm not sure how much I'm going to get done, but I'll move it up to here. So it's just right under the eyelets. So I'm loving this. It's just 2 panels, and then you sew the panels together, leave an opening for your head and opening for your arms. So I am enjoying this pattern. It's easy to follow. It's basically an 8-row repeat or a 9-row repeat. So, 8 rows of straight knitting and then a row of eyelets. So that's my sweater, and I love the color of this, and I am using Anti-Pilling Premier yarn in the color. If I can find it again, we'll see. Currant. So it's probably the right color, so I think that'll be okay on me. We'll see. If not, then my daughter gets it. So I'm working on that. And I did get one hat finished, and I'm working on another one. So I got the 2 boys done now, and I'm working on another one for their mom, so they'll all have matching hats. And I think I'm still going to have enough yarn for another 2 hats. So Colin's son and his girlfriend will probably get the same also. And Aaron, and everyone's getting a hat, a knitted hat. I love the bulkiness of it, and it just knits up so quickly. So I'm working on that, and this is the Ross hat. And if you just Google the Ross hat, it will pop up, and it gives you measurements in every size or every weight of yarn. So excuse me one moment, my mouth is just getting a little dry here. I'm drinking soda water in my Santa glass. And the last item I'm working on is my sweater for my daughter. So I've got everything done. I did the ribbing at the bottom. I've got one arm almost done. She's going to be here tomorrow, so I'm going to have her try. She knows she's getting it. Paige doesn't know, though. So I'm just going to see how long the arm is. It's long enough for me, but I don't think it's long enough for her. So I've got this much of my 3rd ball, and I've got 3 more balls upstairs. So I will definitely have enough to make Paige the same color. So that's it there. It's very long on me, but it'll be perfect for her. And like I said, let me hold this up. The arm is long enough for me, but I think I need a couple more inches for my daughter. We'll see. But she'll just try it on, and then I can continue with the sweater. But I love the colors of this yarn, and it's crocheting up really, really pretty. So that's my WIPs that I've been working on. So let me get my finished items. My first one is my paint by number, and my cat's sitting on it. Can I have this, please? Thank you. So this was the one that I was working on last week. So it just is so beautiful. It looks like the sun is shining through it, and I can't wait till they're all done and framed. I think it's going to be so pretty. So I finished this one, working on another one, and 3 more to go. And those will go up in my craft room upstairs. It's a bedroom, and it'll go above the headboard of the bed up there. So okay. So my hats. So this was Keegan's, and then I finished the little guy's hat. It's a little bit smaller, as you can see. And what I did is I just went down half a size in needles to make it a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more dense, but it'll be good for the little one. So that's 2 hats done, and the 3rd one on the way. So they all look different because of where I start on the yarn. So I think I'll probably give this one to Tawny because it's got a white brim, and the one I'm working on is going to be the same size as the larger one, but it starts with a darker gray at the bottom. So that might be better for a little boy, and then Mom can have the one with the white. at the base. So I will be having a whole bunch of hats before Christmas time done. And then the other item I did, which is where? Are you sitting on that too? What did I do with it? Oh, no, it fell on the floor. I didn't have enough whips on the needles and the hooks. I decided to do something, one more thing, and it is the skull and crossbone, and it is made for a bag for Halloween, but I thought what I would do, I'll show it to you first. So that's the size of it there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet a few little hoops along the top here, get a dowel, and I'm going to hang it in the window. I think that it'll be fantastic for Halloween. So I really liked this, and you can find this on lovableloop.com, and I will link it below, and you can get it for free on her webpage. So that's it for my makes. I did this and it whipped up really quickly. I did it like one day that I sat down in the evening and just kept going and finished it. And I really like it. And I'm sure once Paige sees it, she'll want one too. But I got to get some of these other items finished before I make another one. So this will be in my window for Halloween, and I'll probably be getting my Halloween stuff out, I'd say. Not this weekend, probably the weekend after or next week sometime. So we're almost at the end of the month. So if you are participating in my book cover inspiration, if you could send your pictures in this weekend so I can get a video out on, I believe Tuesday is the 1st. Let me see here. I have my day timer here. Yes, Tuesday's the 1st. So if you can get them in this weekend, I can make the video on Monday and upload it on Tuesday to get out. So that would be great. And one other thing, I did get my monthly Arcane Fiberworks Yarn Club. And I'm so pleased with these colors. And that's it. I'm going to have to put you on pause. It's my husband calling. One moment. Sorry about that. My husband wanted to know how his mom made out at the doctor's appointment with her cortisone shot. So get back to this luscious yarn. The colors are fabulous. It's a little brighter than it's showing up, but the colors are just spectacular. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. This color is called Flutterfly, and it is a fingering sock yarn and 400 meters, 100 grams. It is 80 merino and 20% nylon. So I love these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm just going to collect them. I'm going to put the dates on them and then maybe do something real special with them. But just love the colors of this yarn. So that's it for this week. I hope you have a wonderful WIP weekend. I don't think I'll be getting much done tomorrow. Sunday, I need to work on my lapgan for my book cover inspiration. It's nowhere close to being done, so that's what I'm going to be setting my mind on. I'm going to put everything else aside and just work on my squares and join them. I'm on the last round of squares, and I may be halfway done, not even. But I did work on them on the car on the way up to the cottage a little bit. So that's what I'll be doing this weekend. All day Sunday, I'm just going to relax and crochet away. So have a wonderful WIP weekend, and I will see you on the 1st for book cover inspiration. Bye for now.